Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So today I want to talk to you guys about a new bill that was just signed into law by the governor of California that proves how much the governor and the legislature absolutely hate firearms. This takes it over the top. So let's talk about what's going on. If you're somebody who carries to defend yourself or your loved ones, you need to check out one of the main sponsors of this channel, which is Attorneys on Retainer. Attorneys on Retainer, they are not an insurance company. They're actual attorneys. So today's day and age, things aren't as cut and dry as they used to be. You know, you could be 100% in the right, but depending on the responding officer, depending on the DA and whatever their own personal beliefs are, you could end up being the one in handcuffs. You give the number on the back of the card a call, your membership card, and you speak to an actual attorney, and they will get somebody out there to defend you and take care of you and get you through that entire process. Even if you're in one of these gun-free zones or something like that, or even if it's questionable, because they're not an insurance company, they know that they can be there to defend you. So again, I got some savings and some discounts. You guys can always check that out down below, but definitely get yourself a membership to Attorneys on Retainer. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So it's obviously no surprise that a majority of the politicians in the state of California absolutely loathe the Second Amendment. I mean, they would ban everything if they could, and they would do it in a heartbeat. I mean, just take a look at Newsom's 28th Amendment. He's proposed an amendment to the Constitution, and that 28th Amendment would essentially override the Second and allow states and the federal government to have more power to ban pretty much whatever they want and do whatever they want. So it'd be like the Second Amendment just doesn't even exist anymore. Well, now they've taken it a step further. So the bill that we're talking about today that was recently passed and signed into law is SB 1019. And on the surface, it might look like something that's not really going to affect you all that much, but it really does show the amount of disdain that they have for that right. So basically what SB 1019 is, it's a destruction bill. It is intended to have more firearms destroyed and more thoroughly in the state of California. If it is something that's used in a crime and it's not lost or stolen, it's going to be destroyed. The lost and stolen stuff, that's not going to be destroyed. They say that they're going to be giving that back to the original owner, as long as the owner didn't have any type of hand in what happened. But otherwise, everything is going to be destroyed. If it's used in a misdemeanor or felony, destroyed. The other thing is, and this is something that actually made national news recently, and something that I think they tried to do something about in Congress, is as it stands right now, any firearm that is surrendered in the state of California, or maybe it's something that they found or they confiscated, right? That's taken in and then maybe used for evidence and is supposed to be destroyed later. A lot of times what's happening is the people who are in charge of destroying them, so a lot of times it goes to the sheriff's departments or whatever. I don't know if they contract out or they do it in-house, but they're supposed to destroy them. What they're doing is, instead, is they're actually only destroying the serialized component. So if it has a frame or something with a serial number on, they'll take that piece off that has a serial number on it, they'll destroy it, and then they'll sell or transfer the remaining stuff in order to raise funds for whatever it is they're doing, whether it's the company that's destroying it or if it's the local sheriff's department or whatever. Well, the state government got wind of that and decided, no, that's not going to work anymore. We want to make sure that this is never, ever, ever going to see the light of day again. And so they came out with this bill to say, hey, not only are we going to be destroying more stuff, but we want it more thoroughly destroyed. I mean, completely shredded, melted down, and that includes all components. Now, just taking a look at the introduction of the bill, it tells you what they're going to do with it. Amongst other things, it says this bill would specify that the destruction of a firearm means destroying the firearm in its entirety by smelting, shredding, crushing, or cutting all parts of the firearm, including any attachments. So the California legislature was so upset and so offended by the fact that they were only cutting up the serialized component that they had to spend your taxpayer money to legislate this bill into law, which does take quite a bit of time. As you know, it has to go from the Assembly to the Senate. It's got to go through different committees. It takes quite a bit of time before it even makes it to the governor's desk, and it has to go through multiple votes and several different amendments. This is a lot of time that legislators are spending just to make sure that a grip or something is properly destroyed. That's how much they hate it in the state of California. It doesn't matter that the serialized component is the functioning component. It doesn't matter that that houses all of the key components that you would need in order to have something that actually works. That doesn't matter. They want it all gone. Absolutely everything, including all attachments. They don't want that to go out in any way, shape, or form. So now they're telling all the sheriffs in the state of California, all the law enforcement agencies in the state of California, that that's not going to fly anymore. We spent the last half year trying to get this bill ready, and now we're going to force you to absolutely destroy everything that you get, and nothing goes anywhere else. And like I said, I know this doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but basically they're just making sure that nobody else gets anything. They want to make sure that all of it is gone, and it, like I said in the very beginning, it just proves how much they absolutely loathe the Second Amendment. And it's just something to see with all these different bills. I've been doing a lot of research lately on the set of 16 different bills that were just recently signed by Newsom, each one dealing in its own way with either confiscation, red flags, or something else, trying to see what exactly they're trying to do there. And I came across this one today, and it's like, man, they are going to destroy. I don't know if it's something that's going to do with red flags. For instance, if you get red flagged and they take absolutely everything, it says if they have something that is in their possession for more than 180 days after it should be claimed and nobody claims it, then that's going to be destroyed too. So I don't know how that's going to apply there. If it's in their property, in their possession, and your red flag is over, or you are proven to be innocent, I guess, after the fact. Nonetheless, that's a whole nother video. But, let's say that you're eligible to go back and pick them up now, but you don't for 180 days. They're gone, according to this. So that's just another little piece that's in there. It's just ridiculous, all the different things that I've been reading, trying to stay up with all the new laws that are being passed in that state. It's difficult. It's a lot of work to stay on top of all the new stuff that they're constantly coming up with. It seems like every single January and July, something new comes into effect. Every single March, something new comes into effect. And all throughout the year, they're just passing new laws, and new bills are getting signed constantly. So, this one is just one I thought I would share with you and see if you guys got any, helpful information out of it. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.